Yes, the Trinity is true.
Just read the early church fathers. Again, if you bring this up in a debate or anything like that, everybody's going to be, well, actually, the early church fathers never even talked about the Trinity. In fact, they went against it. Okay, well, it doesn't sound like that so far, so let's keep going. Origen, okay? Now, this is from 225 AD, okay? For we do not hold that which the heretics imagine, okay? So this is what the heretics say, okay? Which we don't hold to as Christians, right? For some part of the being of God was converted into the Son. Okay, so we don't believe that. Or that the Son was procreated by the Father from non-existent essences. So again, this is what heretics believe. That is, from the being outside himself, so that there was a time when the Son, the Son, did not exist. So there was a time, this is what the heretics believe. Okay, this is not what we hold to. It says right there in the first line, for we do not hold that which the heretics imagine. Okay, this is what the heretics say. There was some part where the Son, or where God was converted into the Son. So there it goes, the Gnostic, right? There it goes the whole oneness doctrine, right? That God the Father became the Son. Okay, that's just not so. Okay, that's not biblical. And we can see this in the early church fathers. They didn't believe that either. Okay? Or that the Son was procreated by the Father from non-existent substances. Okay, so the Father did not create the Son. The Son was already existent. That is, from a being outside himself, so that there was a time when he, the Son, did not exist. We don't believe that. We believe that there was always the Son of God. The Son of God always existed before the world existed, before anything existed. Colossians chapter 1, verse 17. Okay, he was before all things, and all things hold together by him. Okay? Now, he goes on to say, for it is the Trinity alone. Now, this is in the early the early 200s, okay? AD. This is the early 200s. This is 225 AD, okay? The word Trinity is mentioned here. For it is the Trinity alone which exceeds every sense, okay, in which not only temporal, but even eternal may be understood. It is all other things indeed which are outside the Trinity, which are to be measured by time and ages, okay? So the first thing right there is that the Trinity is mentioned before the Council of Nicaea. The Council didn't happen until 200 years later, after this was written. So again, how did they come up with the word Trinity if they already had the word Trinity even back then?